Welcome to the Griffin introduction. On this video, I'm going to provide a quick view about what's Griffin and what we can do with it. First, Griffin is a simple and complete software for communication network analysis. And its main components are first, we have the token management, what we call integrations. We have the data collections, fetches. We have a data cleaning step, what we call data sets. And we also have the data processing and analyze part with what we call Phoenix. So what's the token management? It's an integration layer to to handle the authentication of multiple providers. And what I mean by providers, it can be Google, Outlook, Reddit, Twitter, and much more. And here is where we handle all the authentications and requests to get the tokens to be able to start a data collection. Here is just a sample about how it looks on the website. You just go there, add next, and you can follow the steps to add your token. And we are going to use that token to get data from those providers. Data collection. Any type of project that requires data on a large scale and on production, you need a reliable data collection process. And Griffin was made with that in mind. It's reliable, fault-tolerant, and safe. It can automatically schedule fetches in order to get data every day, every week. Every fetch can be stopped and restarted. There is visualization for verify if the data is right, especially on the beginning of a project. You don't want to fetch all the data at once. You want to just have a sample of the data to see if your tokens are right, if you have the right permissions, how the data looks. And we also support that with logs. And for private information, we can also have encryption and embedded layers. And what I mean by private information? Let's say you are in charge of collecting the email of your company, but you have a requirement that all the employees' emails need to be encrypted. And we can handle that. And we can also combine the encrypted with some extra information. So we can see just the department of employee instead of the email. So we can still see and analyze the data, the communication on a company without knowing the email of the identification of the employees. It's just a sample of exchange data collection and how to create it. And here we have the data cleaning. And what I mean by data sets usually happen after a fetcher. And it's where we clean the data and put it on a format that can be useful for network analysis. When you have nodes and actors at the beginning, but we also have some process to remove duplications. We handle lower and uppercase characters on emails or Twitter IDs and so on. And after the fetch, so far what we do is we create the integration, we collect the data, the system clean up the data, and now it's how the start of the process of the data. You have your node and have your ads. So the data processing part. And this is where I think Griffin shines and what's called Phoenix. And I will be create a lot of videos regarding Phoenix and how we can process data in there. And here is just a sample of visualizations you have. So let's say you analyze your company network and you want to see how different departments are interacting with one another. Or you do some collection network analysis and calculate some betweenness. and you want to know what are the most central employee or anime page on Wikipedia. And you can compare this data on different ways. There is a lot of visualization we can do in order to compare different departments or group of users. And also, we handle data on a dynamic way, taking into account the time series. And that's very important because when you are doing a SNA project, you want to know the difference between one year to another, what changed, and how is an employee behaving during that time. And we have visualizations to handle all that different values over time and how to visualize them to create and give better outcomes and actions. Okay, so this is just a quick overview of Griffin, and I'll be going to the website now, and I'm going to show you guys how you can access the website and just a quick overview of the latest version of it. I'll see you soon, but before I go, I also need to talk about security and privacy. And that's a very important component of Griffin. Every user on Griffin has its own dedicated server, so you don't share your hardware with other users. The data is encrypted at rest, use all the cloud security layers we can possibly give you. You control your data. We don't have access to your data. All the data can be encrypted and anonymized, as I said. And also for companies, you can deploy it on your own environment and with your own security and verifications processes. So I'll go to the website now, and I'll just give a quick tour on Griffin. All the details are on the description of this video. So I'll see you soon. Oh, hello everyone. So I'm going to log in on the website now. You can access in the griffin.gaiusadvice.com. The URL is on the description. So just come to the website. If you don't have an account, you can register, create one here. And I will log in here, and I see you soon. Once you log in into Griffin, you have basically one option, will be Start Griffin. My instance already started, so you can just click on Open it. And here, as you can see, all those components I described. We have integration, fetch, dataset, add-ons that we'll explain on later future videos. So let's first go to the integrations page. Like I said, you have some integrations here. You can add a new one, whatever you want. You have the fetches. I already have some of fetches here. And if you go to the fetches, you have a list of your queries, some metadata that is required. Like I said, you can have some sample of the data to see how it looks like. You can check if all the actors were collected well. You can see the amount of ads that were collected. And after the data set, the fetcher, as I said, we create a data set. And here we have the ads and the nodes table. And if we click here, then we start the process. We start Phoenix. This is, by the way, this is a data set I collected with Wikipedia, taking the connections on the Wikipedia page on the top tech companies like Google, Microsoft, Apple, and Facebook, and connect links that are close to each other on the text. It's one type of fetcher we call Wiki History Fetcher, and you have future videos as well about this fetcher and how it works. So here is the visualization part. As you can see, there's a lot of tables. You can see the data. You can do queries and SQL-like expressions here to verify your data. We have annotations, will be the network signals we can calculate. Some of those signals calculate more than one thing, like degree, method cent, and so on, but they are combined, so it makes it easy to use, and they are also fast because they are done at once. You can filter your data set, you can export, you can reload states, automate, load properties, merge actors, change the configuration of the project. All those details, I will be covering them in future videos. But for example, configure a project is where you can set the time window you want to analyze your data. You want to analyze your data for every month or every hour. You want to calculate the degree, centrality, betweenness, and so on. There's a lot of configurations here, and depends for what you're looking for. You need to change those to better understand your data and do your analysis. But for now, this is the overview. Like I said, we have future videos covering all the subjects, and I see you soon.